Hi, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Indulge podcast with me, Roma Laishram. And today I have a guest that I have been waiting to talk to for a very, very long time. I'm sure you've already read the article on Indulge-Express Bangalore, but we're in conversation in person with Uzma Irfan. Let's quickly jump into the conversation. This is a conversation about art in Bangalore. So, Uzma, I've seen a lot of galleries across prestige properties and elsewhere too. And I know you're now into curating art and you're also developing a lot of properties where you're trying to infuse a bit of art into it, right? Where did this start and how did this wonderful experience begin?
Hi, Roman. It's great to be on the podcast.
My pleasure.
Always been written about, so it's great to be on thing. As you know, 2009 Sublime Gallery happened. I believe that I'm an enabler.
Mhm.
I just find talent and I like to give them a platform. So
Lovely.
we're a gallery. The ethos is to give upcoming artists platform.
Mhm.
And also, yes, of course, we need the artists who are well known,
Mhm.
but I believe there's a lot of talent in this country
Mhm.
for me to see it,
Mhm.
to bring them on the platform, and also to mentor uh, to become better. And art is not a painting, art
Mhm.
is much more than that.
Absolutely.
The way you perceive is different.
Mhm.
So there is photography,
Mhm.
the fine arts,
Mhm.
theater,
Mhm.
music,
Absolutely. Yeah.
all of it. So yeah, so we try and do dabble into some.
Lovely. Now, as a person, you come from a family that thrives in art, right? We know that your mother does a lot of art. We
Yes,
also know your daughter is
yes,
now involved in art. So, is this your contribution to the world of art in a small way?
absolutely. So my grandmom was an
Oh,
artist.
lovely.
My mom is an artist,
Hmm.
and my daughter, I
Hmm.
it kind of skipped me. So yeah,
But amazing, curation of art is a great thing. We also know that you, as you said, you kind of find artists from all across the
yeah,
world
yeah.
and you kind of then portray them. But I also noticed that you have a few properties that you opened in Hyderabad and
Correct.
elsewhere too,
Yeah.
also in Kerala, I think.
No.
And I no, not yet. Okay, but I think y'all are focusing on a lot of local artists. So how does that whole
Absolutely.
process happen?
So India is a country which has so much of art, and there's so many people out there with talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I started Sublime Gallery in UB City,
Mm-hmm.
Bangalore, and then I said, why not open in Hyderabad? So the
Mm-hmm.
opportunity came where we have our own,
Mm-hmm.
prestige, a beautiful, what do I say, commercial property,
Mm-hmm.
and it's much more than just an office space.
Absolutely.
So we said we'll bring in a gallery where there'll be art and culture,
Mm-hmm.
mix it along with the commercial
Mm-hmm.
corporates, as well as they're creating a restaurant there.
Mm-hmm.
So offices have become much more than just a
Mm-hmm.
space to work.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of adding a lot more character and
True. True.
depth into it. So wherever prestige goes, Sublime tries to.
Very nice.
And also having a local presence gives artists in that city access to you.
Absolutely.
And the beauty of Sublime is I don't believe in group shows,
Mm-hmm.
because I believe when an artist is doing a solo, you're getting that appreciation for a month. You're getting whatever it might be. It could be via
Mm-hmm.
PR,
Mm-hmm.
social media, people just coming and seeing your art. And I believe for artists, it's more about appreciation than actually buying. I mean, when
Absolutely.
you buy, it's great. You put it on your wall,
Mm-hmm.
you remember it. It puts a smile on your face, because that piece of art I love.
Okay. Okay.
So that's an amazing artist. He's from Amsterdam. He
Mm-hmm.
goes to all these abandoned castles and homes,
Mm-hmm.
and see, it's a photo,
Mm.
but it's taken in such a different way.
Mm. Absolutely. So interesting. Now, could you give us like a ballpark figure of the amount of galleries you have open already, and how many can we expect in the
No,
next year?
honestly, you're just
No.
blowing it out of proportion. I have
No.
only two galleries. One
Okay.
is in the UB City, and one
Mm-hmm.
is at Prestige Skytech
Okay.
Hyderabad. But we do curate art.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever we open a hotel,
Mm-hmm.
we do curate art, because I believe art adds more to the whole look and feel,
Absolutely.
and also it's about having a story.
Mm.
So when we did the one at JW is known for luxury.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the foothills of Nandi.
Mm.
So the whole story is around Nandi Hills, and and we've done things which are very local, like bidar art,
Mhm.
and those kind of things. Then when we did mulberry shades, there's a whole story about the cocoon and the
Mhm.
silkworm.
Mhm.
So I think you saw that,
Yes, I
and
did.
that's what was like,
Yes,
wow, it's
absolutely.
so different
Very
and
true.
it's so out of the box. And also it gives so much more character to the
Mhm.
space. And then when we did Moxie,
Mhm.
our latest hotel that we just opened and the first in India, that's all about, we have a beautiful wall, like all
Mhm.
about Bangalore, old Bangalore, and also the art is so quirky.
Mhm.
This idea came to me like at midnight.
Mhm.
So I'm a creative person. I'm not an artist, but I'm a creative person. So each place has its own story. Each place
Nice.
has its own philosophy. So when
Mhm.
we add art, it's not just some piece.
Mhm.
It goes with the whole floor.
Lovely. I have to ask you about the beautiful art festival that you curated in the past. Will we
In
be
the
seeing it
past.
coming back soon?
Yeah, well, our last one was in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and since COVID, we haven't yet done it.
Mm-hmm.
The intention is to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, I've been busy doing so many other things, but inshallah, it will come back. And I believe now Bangaloreans have become more open to art.
Mm-hmm.
Before, I'm sorry, but this is what I
Mm-hmm.
believe, that before they used to invest a lot in gold and
True.
property,
True.
and now they believe that art is not just a beautiful picture on the wall. It's much more than that. It appreciates over time,
Mm-hmm.
and people have become so much more home proud
Mm-hmm.
that they want their house to look beautiful.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't have to be expensive.
Nice. Okay. My personal question to you. So, when you are curating these pieces, forget about the galleries, but when you're curating, as you spoke about Moxie, I'd like a little bit more information about that. What really catches your attention at a property when you're choosing? Like you spoke about Old Bangalore, you spoke about that.
Yeah.
What really catches your attention to help you curate these pieces?
So Moxie has this, like, really, you should actually go there. It's got this whole party vibe. So the
Mm-hmm.
art is something very funky and
Mm-hmm.
very out of the box kind
Mm-hmm.
of thing. Like we did this gorgeous mural. My
Mm-hmm.
artist was there for about 10 days in
Mm-hmm.
Kochi. We
Mm-hmm.
opened the Artist Kochi,
Mm-hmm.
and we created a mural,
Mm-hmm.
which is like as soon as you enter the ground floor
Mm-hmm.
lobby, it, like I said, it has to be local,
Mm-hmm.
but it also has to be something which people will talk about.
Nice. Amazing.
Yeah, we do have interior designers who do give us direction, but I'm like, hey, yeah, I agree with you,
Mhm.
but I think that this will add more value to the property.
Super. Now, since you are someone who's into curation, this is my last question, by the way, and there's a thriving art scene in cities like Bangalore,
Absolutely.
Hyderabad, everywhere. If artists want to get in touch with you, if they want to also kind of showcase their work to you, how do they approach someone like
So we are very access. I mean, at least I'm very accessible.
that? Mm-hmm.
We get a lot of emails coming into my gallery, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Sublime is a known brand.
Mm-hmm.
People reach out to me on social media
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. We are very approachable. Well, all we say is, okay, we're happy,
Mm-hmm.
but we want to see your work.
Nice.
And then, depending, like now, Touchwood, the calendar for 2024 is booked all the way to actually Jan
Mm-hmm.
2025. So,
Amazing.
like I said, I give each artist a month to showcase and
That's
to get
beautiful.
that visibility.
I've been in conversation with Uzma Irfan, and before I let her go, my last question, of course, is about the brand Sublime. What can we expect next? You're like into everything now. So next
No,
one.
so now the promise is I have 7 verticals under
Okay.
Sublime. Everybody asks me, aren't you going to leave something else? So I'm like, no. I rather focus on what I have
Mm-hmm.
and grow that brand, inshallah, to 3x this year,
Mm-hmm.
and then so on and so forth. Then I rather be a master of one than rather than a jack of all
On that
trades.
lovely note, we're come to the end of this conversation. Thank you so much for your time, Uzma, and
Thank
I
you.
hope you
It's been a
enjoyed being on
pleasure.
the podcast.
Of course.
Let's look forward to more such conversations. Thank you for tuning in. This is Roma Laishram signing out.